Hello and welcome everyone. Let's chat. As you can see by the title, that's what this video is called. Let's Chat is a new sort of series I want to do, not really on a schedule. It's essentially just me getting up on my soapbox, any particular topics or games or anything I want to talk about. I want to encourage conversation about them. Like, sure, you can come on and listen to me, but I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I want to be able to share my opinions with you guys. So, as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about the games coming out in 2019. Now, I've actually done some prep work. I made a little list. We're going to go through this list. We're going to talk about the sort of big heavy hitters that are confirmed, some games that might be coming out, some games that might not. But we're going to talk about them. I wanted to give my opinion on what I think is going to be good, what I'm excited for, and we'll just go through there. And I'd love to hear your opinions on some of the games right down there in the comments. So, firstly, whenever this video comes out, this game may already have dropped. Ace Combat 7. I've never been a big Ace Combat guy. I think I played the occasional game back on like PS2, PS3 times, maybe. But I know a few people that are big fans of this series. So Ace Combat 7 is coming out on January 18th. So like I said, that might have already dropped, depending on when I put this video out. Life is Strange 2 Episode 2. Now, personally, big fan of Life is Strange. Just on the shelf, just on the other side of the room, I've got the Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm. Little additions all set up with the little figures and everything. It was fantastic. I love those games. Now, with Life is Strange 2, I haven't touched it. I'm waiting until the physical copy releases with all of them collected. Episode 2 is coming January 24, if you are interested. Resident Evil 2 Remake, January 25th, the day after. I am very keen for this. Now, I have not always been the biggest Resident Evil fan. Not because I haven't enjoyed the series or respected what it is. I just really haven't got around to playing much of the series. I did review Revelations back in the day, and I've sort of dabbled in the odd Resident Evil game. But this game looks really good. It looks really interesting. I'm really sort of psyched to actually play this one, as I've never played the original RE2. It'd be good to play this one. Kingdom Hearts 3 on January 29th. Now, I am assuming a lot of people are excited for this one. Once again, another series where I didn't actually play much of. I only got to Kingdom Hearts 1, I think about, not last year, would have been the year before. Finally smashed it out. I really enjoyed it, and I, on my desk, have literally had the Kingdom Hearts collection just sitting there. I wanted to get into it, but I've either been distracted by the games or just haven't jumped in. I still want to try and play some of the other games in this series before I jump into 3, but it looks awesome. From all accounts, hopefully it delivers in all respects for all the fans that have been waiting a long time for it. Now, coming to consoles on February 6th in the US and February 8th in European land, Overkill's The Walking Dead. Now, I know a lot of people were excited for this initially. It didn't really do anything for me from the start. It's from, the Payday developers. It didn't do much for me. Like I said, from the gameplay, it just looked like Payday, but with zombies, and then going from all accounts from the PC release, it's really didn't turn out too well. So if you are keen for it, it's not far away for consoles, but from all accounts, it doesn't really deliver, unfortunately. Trials Rising, February 12th. So I like Trials. I like dabbling in a game. It's a nice sort of in-between. Like, you play a really juicy, meaty JRPG or something, and you just want that in-between game. You can just dabble in, no story, just do whatever. Trials is that game. It does it perfectly. Now, from all accounts, from what I heard only today, it's actually got loot boxes. Don't know how that's going to turn out, but apparently the beta wasn't really good. But hopefully it turns out. Loot boxes I'm not a fan of, so it's a really strange game to really have that. But I guess, you know, when you're Ubisoft, and of course, you know, you're a small studio, you really need your money. Put the loot boxes in there. That was sarcasm, by the way. Crackdown 3, February 15th. From all accounts, it was going to be this big game. It was going to use the cloud. It was going to be amazing. Didn't really show much, and then it got delayed, and then it got delayed, and then it got delayed, and now we're at a time where apparently it can come out. I love Terry Crews. He's a part of the game. It's not doing anything for me. I haven't played the first 2 either, so I guess that sort of hurts it for me. We'll see how it goes. I hope it does turn out. I never want a game not to turn out well, but from all accounts, it just doesn't seem like it's going to nail it. You've got on the same day, and it's a really packed day, February 15th, to be honest, Far Cry New Dawn. Now, if you watch my channel, Far Cry 5, I didn't like it that much. New Dawn. It looks stylish, it looks colourful, but I'm really curious to see if this is not just the same map, stylized a little bit, a few added weapons. For what I saw, some artwork, its animals are sort of the same versions of animals, but just sort of stylized, and the assets just changed a little bit. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. Joseph Seed is looking to come back. We don't really know what's going to happen with it, so I hope it does turn out better than Far Cry 5, but I guess we will have to wait and see. So, as I said, February 15th is a busy day. Jump Force is coming out now. I have only really seen the initial sort of reveals of this game. It looks like, well, you've got all the Jump manga just all diving into one game, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, I believe, as well. Now, the statue looks really incredible in the collector's edition, but it's very pricey, so I'm not picking that up. But it looks interesting. Anything that tries to do something different for all these series in game form is fantastic. I reviewed some of the One Piece games where it's just the One Piece Warriors, where it's literally just Dynasty Warriors, but with One Piece sort of just pasted all over the top. They have a lot to really provide in terms of story and everything, so I'd like to see this game sort of succeed, especially the fact, you know, it's got Dragon Ball and everything. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. As you can see just down there, we've got a stack of DBZ DVDs and Goku there, so hopefully it turns out well. Now, a game I am excited for, Metro Exodus. Metro, if you haven't played it, you're missing out. It's a fantastic series. I've played both the 2033 and Last Light, and they are incredible games, completely underrated. Really, they stress the survival factor. It's honestly, like, if you want a horror shooter, this is your bet. There's monsters. You don't have much ammo. Your ammunition's actually your money, so you're using that to sort of buy weapons, buy sort of upgrades to your filter, because of course the air is all radiated, so you need filters. If you run out of oxygen, your mask gets all cracked, you can't see. It's awesome. It's really good. Check out Metro Exodus. I hope it really does break the franchise into a whole new market. Seems like it will, and fingers crossed it delivers. Anthem, February 22nd. Is anyone keen for Anthem? Anyone? I'm not. I really am not. I'm not excited for it. I want it to succeed. Like I said, I don't want any game to release in VMS, so I want games to succeed. I am worried for Anthem. I love BioWare. I'm a massive Mass Effect fan, but I just don't know how this is going to turn out. We know how Andromeda didn't deliver, and we know this is going to be, you know, EA's Destiny clone. It looks cool visually. Visually, it looks awesome. I can't debate that. You know, riding around in mechs and everything like that, it seems great. But I'm really worried that it's going to be a game where it delivers visually, but it's just got no personality or nothing really there to hook you. So hopefully it shocks me. Now we're kind of going to keep on going. We're into March now. Devil May Cry 5, March 8. I pre-ordered the Steelbook edition today because finally, Australia finally got announced the Steelbook edition. Massive Devil May Cry fan. After I'm playing Ori, I'm going to Devil May Cry 4 for PS4. I will be replaying that. If somehow I have time, I want to go through 1, 2, 3 as well before 5 comes out. Massive Devil May Cry fan. I'm extremely excited for this. There's not much else to talk about. If you want to play it, they're confident it's going to be well. It's going to do well. They've released demos. I think they're releasing another demo soon. The game plays and looks, from all accounts, amazing. Devil May Cry. If you haven't played it, what are you doing? Dante, he's amazing. It's stylish hack and slash. You will honestly enjoy it. Division 2, March 15th. Now, I played the hell out of the original Division. I played it for review. It was better in co-op, I will say that, but it got really repetitive really quickly, and it had that same problem that Destiny suffered from, where the story didn't really deliver. So it's just like, if I'm not here for the story, and if I'm playing solo, what am I getting out of it? And if you're not playing with friends, what are you getting out of it aside from new loot? Now, with friends, sure, it's probably going to be a blast. You get a squad of 4 together, you're probably going to have a good time. But I do think it's fun with friends. It's almost like a cop-out these days. I could literally play, Monopoly, which just brings everyone to the point of wanting to kill and murder each other. But if I played it with friends and I was having a few drinks, I'd have a good time. So anything's kind of fun with friends. That's what I'm trying to say. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Dark Souls, but with a hookshot. It looks awesome. It's sort of faster paced from what I've seen from gameplay as well, which reminds me of Bloodborne, and I love Bloodborne. So I'm extremely excited for this. Despite, I don't know if I'm going to pick it up at launch, just because I have a lot to play as is, but it looks great. I have every confidence that it's going to deliver. Now, March 29, Yoshi's Crafted World. I posted about this on Instagram last week, if you're watching this video now. I love the Yoshi games. I've always had a sort of soft spot for Donkey Kong and Yoshi in terms of their platformers. I think sometimes they actually do eclipse Mario and what they do, so I think they are underrated in that respect, but Crafted, looks stylish, looks fun, it's got co-op, it looks great. I am looking forward to playing this. April releases, now my birthday month, mind you. Nothing really coming out on my birthday, unfortunately, but Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out on April 23. Love Mortal Kombat now. Not last year, but the year before. I played the hell out of Injustice 2. I got the Platinum Trophy for it. I was completely addicted. It was one of my favorite games. Now they're coming back with Mortal Kombat. I'm more than keen for this game. Days Gone, April 26. I want this game to be good. PlayStation have really nailed it in terms of exclusives over the last couple of years, especially 2018 was the year of PlayStation. I do have confidence in Studio Bend. Just the only experience I've had with Studio Bend was Uncharted Golden Abyss, and it delivered. So I'm hoping, I think it's St. John or whatever his name is, the biker from Days Gone. Hopefully it delivers. We haven't really seen too much of it. I know, I think it's been mixed in terms of what the press have come out with. Rage 2 in May now, May 14th. Another game that's just not clicking with me is Rage 2. I haven't played the original, and I actually recently purchased the original on eBay for PS3 to play. I had it on Xbox, but I don't have my Xbox 360 set up, so I'm going to play the original hopefully before this one releases. It looks like Borderlands. It looks like Borderlands, and I was really hoping Borderlands would come out soon, so I guess that might be a way to get my Borderlands fixes from Rage 2. It's got that sort of style palette over the top, but it's almost doing it to the point where it's just too much. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about Rage 2. I don't have my height set too high, but if I can get a new Borderlands game, which is essentially what this looks like it will be, before another Borderlands game actually comes out, then I'm more than keen for it, so I really do hope it delivers. May 21st, Team Sonic Racing. If you're a Sonic fan, you've got that coming out. I've only dabbled in those, so I don't really have too much to say on it. Now, it's going to be pretty packed in terms of releases in kart races, because literally a month after, we've got the Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled on June 21st is actually releasing as well, so are you going to really get a kart racer a month beforehand before getting the Crash one, or are you just going to hold out and get the Crash one? And Crash Team Racing is one of the best car races you could actually buy, so it doesn't look good for Sonic there, unfortunately. August 27th, Shenmue 3. Now, I haven't played the first two. I've got the collection just down here. Hoping to play those two before I play 3, so from all accounts, I'm hoping it's good for the fans who've waited this long for it. I know people saying the visuals don't look that great, but let's be honest, visuals are not everything, so we will wait and see for that one. Now, they're everything with actual confirmed release dates. Now, I'm just going to talk about stuff that is apparently coming in 2019 without dates, and then some other games that may not even release in 2019. So, Everybody's Golf VR. Now, I didn't know this existed until I was doing research for this list, but Everybody's Golf is fun. I really enjoyed the PS4 release, and in VR, that could be really fun, so I'm looking forward to that. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, this is set for holiday 2019 apparently, but it's from Respawn, and they did one of my probably favorite shooters in recent memory, which was Titanfall 2, so I do have confidence if anyone can do something with the Star Wars license, seeing as everyone seems to really struggled EA to deliver in terms of the Star Wars license. Hopefully Respawn can. Gears of War 5, we don't have a release date yet. We assume it's probably going to come, what, November-ish? I'm excited for this one. I know a lot of people are sort of down on this from what I have been reading on the internet, unfortunately, but Gears of War 4 was a lot of fun. I played that recently, and depending when this is releasing, Gears of War 4 review will either have already released or will be coming very, very shortly, so just keep an eye out for that one. Excited for that. Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Yes, please give it to me now. I would like a release date. Please give me the game. Ori and the Blind Forest is amazing. I'm actually currently replaying it. I started last night. I was like, I'll go past the opening, which is an emotional gut punch. I was like, alright, I'll go past this. I'll cry a bit. I'll move on. 3 hours later, and it's 2 AM in the bloody morning, and I'm having a blast. I think I'm 35% into the game already. And it's sort of rekindled why I love this game and why I push it so hard. So Ori 2, if you're an Xbox guy, if you're an Xbox anyone, if you have an Xbox, just check out Ori. You will not be disappointed. So Skull and Bones is from Ubisoft. It's the sort of naval portion of the Assassin's Creed games. It's Black Flag, but just a little slice of it. And the Assassin's Creed part's just been thrown aside. Now apparently there's a single player here. If it's a pirate game like Black Sails, I'm all for it. I love Black Sails as a TV show. If you follow my Instagram, I posted about that recently. Great show. I hope the game delivers. Now, I kept this one on the list. It's already been out on PC for ages, but the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition comes to consoles in 2019. I haven't played Stanley Parable. I have it on my Steam, but this laptop that I'm recording off of can barely run a bloody Yahoo search engine. So I wouldn't even bother trying to play a game on it. So I'm looking forward to actually finally playing this. Wolfenstein Youngblood, to be confirmed for 2019, but Wolfenstein is awesome. Looks like this is going to be a budget title, so a small standalone expansion like Lost Legacy was from Uncharted. But more Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein 2 was just amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. Quick mention, I don't actually have it on the list, but Doom Eternal. There's a quite strong possibility that will come out this year. I haven't played Doom VR, but the Doom for PlayStation 4 was great if you haven't played it. Fast-paced, really in-your-face shooter. Fantastic stuff. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Now, this is not scheduled for 2019 now. Now we're just talking about games that could potentially come out. I haven't played the original. It's actually on my shortlist to play very, very soon. Once I finish Puppeteer on PS3, I'm going to pop in Beyond Good and Evil and finally play that. So, Michael Ansel, I believe, is behind it. He was behind the Rayman games. I absolutely love those. And what I've seen in the footage for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it looks great. Cyberpunk 2077. Now, a lot of people are saying this is coming out this year. Is it though? I don't think it is. I have absolutely no confidence this is coming out this year. I want to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. If you said to me, Jamie, you piece of shit, you were wrong, it's coming out this year, I'd say, I am a piece of shit, give me the game. I love The Witcher 3, it's my favorite game of this generation. I love that game, I love Horizon, I love God of War, I love other games that have come out this year, but Witcher 3 is just on another level, in my opinion. Cyberpunk looks great. Now, they released that big chunk of gameplay, and I know a lot of people were like, look at the big chunk of gameplay, look how smooth it looks. I go, yes, it looks smooth, but they said to you, this is really early, and CD Projekt Red will not rush games. That's why I love them. I don't expect this to come out this year. I expect this to be one of those games that maybe goes over both generations. You know, I'm talking PS5, Xbox Scarlet, whatever they name it. I want this game so badly, I couldn't tell you how badly I want it, but I don't think it's coming this year. Death Stranding, another game I don't think is coming this year at all, because we really don't know what the game is. Let's be honest. But it's got Kojima, and I think we all love Kojima, so we all have faith in it. I hope it delivers, but I don't think it's going to deliver it in 2019. I think it's a 2020 game. Ghosts of Tsushima. Now, I've pretty much slaughtered that name, but this is another game where I'm not sure if it's going to release this year or not. We've only seen little bits of it. I know it's been announced previously. It looks super stylish. Now, I love the combat. It did look great. It did look a little sort of fiddly a little bit, though, in the gameplay. So, if they need more time, take the time. I'm fine with that. Pokemon Switch. This we know is coming out. We don't know when. It's meant to be a new core entry in the series, doing its own thing. Not like the Pokemon Go mechanics, you know, the throwing the Pokeballs and everything like that. So I'm keen for this on Switch. I hope it's a sort of 3D open world. That would absolutely blow my mind. So I'm very keen for this. Now the last game I'm going to talk about, because we're done with the list. Last of Us Part 2. Do I think it's coming in 2019? Probably not. I don't think it will. Sony is up to something. They're doing something weird. We know PlayStation 5 is probably in the works and probably coming, well, getting announced soonish, at least. The fact they've dropped out at E3, they didn't have their PlayStation experience. We don't know if that's happening this year either. What is happening? Will they put The Last of Us Part 2 out before the PlayStation 5? I think it's kind of silly to do that. It might be a good way to sort of get PS4s moving right before the PS5 launches, but you have that chance that maybe people don't buy Last of Us Part 2 because the new console's coming. Now, is it going to be one of those games that sort of go between generations, launch game for PS5? It'd be a heavy hitter, I completely agree with that, but we know people don't tend to do their amazing stuff at the start of the console, people getting used to everything. Now, I'm no developer, maybe the architecture is very similar. If any game studio can deliver a great, amazing system seller at launch, it's Naughty Dog. But I don't think The Last of Us Part 2 will come this year. Again, I want to be wrong. There's a chance. I keep going between it will or won't. I'm going to say it won't come out, but I hope I'm wrong. I want The Last of Us ASAP. The original is my favorite game of all time. But as long as Naughty Dog need, take the time. You just take the time. Just give me the masterpiece. Give me the masterpiece when it's ready, and I will play it. And if I don't get the collector's edition, I'm going to lose my mind. I need it. I absolutely need it. God, I need a drink after that, I can tell you that. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, we went through all the games that are coming out in 2019 that we know of. It's a stacked year, and there's more coming. E3 hasn't even been yet. We're still in January. We're 16 days in. So that gives away when I film this, January 16th. As I said, let me know what you think of the games that are coming out. What are you most excited for? If you stuck through to the end of the video, let me know what games you think are actually coming out in 2019 or which are coming out in 2020. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and as always, keep on gaming.